start now. So my name is Pete Cohen, and I'm delighted that you've decided to join us here this evening. I've been in the organo business now for not far off 5 years, and to say this business has changed my life would just be a massive understatement, because I never envisaged myself in a business like this. I wasn't looking for something like this, but you know what? Sometimes circumstances change that it forces you to look at things that perhaps you wouldn't have looked at before. So this is a business presentation, and by the end of the presentation, we'd love to know, where you are, and we'd like you to be in a place where you can make a decision. And 4 decisions. The first decision is, look, this isn't for me. Thank you very much. I'm not interested in you or your business. Number 2 is you like the products that we are sharing with you, and you'd like to be healthier than you are today, and you want to do the greatest experiment that you could ever do, which is the experiment that you do on yourself, and to try the product and see what difference that makes. 3 is you love the products, you want to be healthier, and you like the idea of earning some extra money. And that is one thing you can most definitely do in Organo. You can make some extra money. And number 4 is you like what we're sharing with you, so much so that you're just thinking, I just want to start. Tell me what to do. I like the sound of this. I want to get started. And if that's you, that's absolutely perfect. So here you go. It's either a no, it's either a yes to the products, yes to the products and a small residual income, yes to the product, and yes to build it big, to build a big business. Now, obviously, you see bottom right there, some people with some Mercedes-Benz. They're all people in the business, because Organo gives people massive rewards and massive incentives for working hard. And I think that's how business should be. So first and foremost, I'm a coach. I've spent nearly 30 years of my life either being a psychologist or a fitness trainer, coaching people, taking people from where they are to where they want to be. And that's what a coach is all about, helping people get the results they want in their life. And I believe Organo is an unbelievable opportunity to create the results that you want in your life. But what are the results you're looking for? Well, most people are looking for better health, and most people are looking for more wealth. If I showed you 2 doors and I said, look, one says health, one says wealth, which one would you go through? Well, believe it or not, most people would actually go through the wealth door and then get healthy afterwards. But that might not be you. I would definitely choose health first of all. I've worked with some incredible people, 2 years with the Arsenal football team, lots of athletes I've worked with, lots of books I've written. I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to impress upon you that Organo is real. I've worked for all of these companies in various guides as a coach, as a speaker, and I've never met a business like Organo before. So how did I find the business? I wasn't looking for it. This is my wife. This is Dr. Rakowski, who is a blue diamond in Organo, fittingly wearing the color blue. And like I said, I wasn't looking for this business, and he wasn't looking for it either. He was looking for answers to help people with their health. He's one of the top nutritionists in the world. He's worked with multiple world champions, people like Evander Holyfield, Yao Ming, and people also have been sent home to die, which is pretty much what my wife was sent home to do. My wife had a brain tumor, wasn't given very long to live. My coach told me to find people that were still alive with the same brain tumor and find out what they did. I found a number of those people, which then took me on a journey to America, where I met Dr. Rakowski, who put my wife on a diet, put her on supplements, and said to her, if you drink coffee, drink this. I did not drink coffee. I was not interested in coffee, but my wife liked the coffee. And 1.5 years later, he called me and asked me to join the business. I didn't even know what I was saying yes to, but when one of the top nutritionists in the world asked you to join a business for literally a couple of £100, I went yes. Went downstairs, told my parents, and they said, you don't even drink coffee. And they were right. But you know what? You don't have to drink coffee to be in the coffee business. The fact that I do drink this coffee and my health has never been better because of Ganoderma. Ganoderma is the reason that makes our tea and coffee and hot chocolate and the other products we have so unique. This is one of the most powerful things that any human being can put in their body. Nature is powerful. Nature gives us so many answers. And if we know what happens when we tamper with nature, we have problems. when we tamper with nature, we're not giving our bodies what our bodies needs. Our bodies break down. Now you can see on this slide here what Ganoderma has. It has the contents of 15 times higher than broccoli. I mean, this is all great, but really what I believe this does, it just helps to do something to your body. We used to have an advert for an oil called Castrol GTX, and it used to say, refreshes the, now that was a Heineken, refreshes the parts that other beers cannot reach. Ganoderma refreshes the body in a way that is very hard to explain, but for the Chinese, it's the king of herbs. Here's my wife, here's me. This was after being in the business for 3 years, and my wife is alive and well. It's a bit of a miracle. So look, health is important, but you know, what about money? Is anyone here that's watching this evening, are they interested in money? Everyone can create a dream lifestyle. There's no question about it. The world now is full of people who are making $1 million, more people making $1 million in 1 to 2 years than ever before, but they are not doing it having a job. Very few people will create. They're entrepreneurial people looking outside of the box. Do you know anyone like this? Maybe this has been you, trying to get by, trying to pay your bills. This is what so many people do. But the fact is, you and me and everyone, we all have dreams. So your reality now, your reality, if I was to ask you a question, what's great in your life right now? Maybe your health, maybe your relationships. What's working in your life right now? But what's not working? What's not right? And for most people, when you ask this, they will tell you that maybe their energy, their health, something's not quite right. They haven't got the money that they would like. They were in debt. But you and I and all of us, we've all got dreams. Whether you pass a car and you think, I'd love that car, I'd love that house. We've all got dreams, but very few of us make our dreams our reality. And this is where I believe Organo, this is what Organo is. It is an opportunity to make your dream life your reality. This is what we have created, and this is what I've seen so many other people do. Create substantial amounts of work. And this is, worth. Create a substantial amount of money. Because money is important, and I think it's a symbol of worth. I don't think it's the root of all evil. I don't think that money, people think money doesn't grow on trees. There is money out there, but we often need to change our mindset. But for most of us to create the life we want, it's like playing a game of snakes and ladders. Very rarely will you win, and you might get ahead, but you go down. And this is where most people will refer to Organo or other network marketing businesses. Oh, it's one of those pyramid things. Well, this is the real pyramids, jobs that most people have. Network marketing companies, actually just in South Africa alone, where we're opening in a few weeks, that industry there of network marketing is worth $900 million. It's a huge industry, and all the industry is, because I was ignorant. I didn't really know what it was. I thought I knew what it was. It is the selling of a product or service through a network. Now what's happening is retailers like Amazon and eBay, they are retailers. They don't have shops. They're cutting out the middleman. Network marketing is a way of, if you like, cutting out the middleman or the people that make the most, and there is an opportunity for everyone to earn money in a fair and just way, which is how business should be. But most of us will not wake up to the fact of what's happening. Look, go into the high street, see what's going on, and you'll see that there's a crisis going on. There is a crisis. The world is changing. And I love to quote Richard Branson. He's someone who I've met. And he has publicly said that the industry of network marketing is a beautiful business model that entrepreneurs should be looking at, because there's no risk. There's no investment. There's investment of your time, but there's no investment like buying a franchise. So when you look at a business, you should always look for a few things. Is this business, is the product or service something that people need? So let's look at this, what you see in front of you. Is the internet, is it big? Is it here to stay? That's a stupid question. You're watching me on the internet. What about working from home? Is that big business? How many of you would love to work from home? Get up when you want, do what you want. What about health and wellness? Is that big business? It's worth trillions, whether it's organic food or health memberships or health insurance or bottled water. It's massive. What about weight management? Is that big business? Did you know 500 million people around the world are overweight or obese? It's massive, pardon the pun. The energy drink market, is that a big market? The Red Bulls, the monsters of this world, it's huge. And what about coffee? Is coffee big business? Well, I never used to drink coffee, but I only drink our own coffee now. Coffee is the most drink in the world after water. It's the most traded commodity in the world after oil, but oil is becoming less of a commodity that people want to use. That's why there are electric cars, but coffee is not going out of fashion. And what I want to draw your attention to, for me, the beauty of Organo is quite simple. It's something that people want versus something that people need. People might need to go to the gym, people might need to take supplements, but they don't always take them. People want coffee. And that is why the CEO and the founder of our company is a genius, because he put health in a habit. So why network marketing? Look, no employees. In a minute, you'll hear from Dan, Mr. Dan Jukes, a Sapphire consultant, 25 years old. He's someone who was introduced to the business through someone who I introduced, through someone else, through someone else. And now, you know, him and I are business partners. In fact, we were just in Vegas, and I don't employ him. I help him, I support him, and I make money from what he does. But he could earn and build a bigger business than me. It's totally fair. That's why we can trade in countries legally. Low overheads, no special degrees, no unlimited income, tax advantages, time freedom, and ability to leverage. This is real. This is not a joke. I've been presenting this for 5 years, and the more I present, the more fired up I become, because I realize every day just how big this can come for people just like you. So basically, you can help a few people earn some money, and if you help them earn some money, they can teach others. And you can earn. I'm now making money of someone right now in the world, maybe more than one, maybe actually a few thousand people who are drinking this drink. Isn't that beautiful? And that you can do the same. It's called passive income. It's called earning money while you're sleeping. Because right now, for most of us, the only money we can earn is the money that we can earn in the hours that we work. And these are the pyramids. So Organo was one of the fastest companies to go from nothing to $1 billion, did it in 5.5 years, quicker than Facebook, quicker than eBay. We are the world's leading brand of Ganoderma-based products. So what is Ganoderma? Well, it's been around for thousands of years. For the Chinese, it's the king. Most people have heard of ginseng, but Ganoderma is the king. 2,000 years of history. It's the real deal. If you were found with this thousands of years ago, first offense, they would take your arm off. Second offense, they would chop your head off. Third offense, well, that's stupid because you wouldn't be here anymore. Why was it so revered? Well, many of the emperors had 1,000 mistresses, and they needed energy to go where energy is needed in order for you, enough said. So look, reishi, which is what Ganoderma is known as. This was something that was published on website superfoodsforsuperhealth.com. Ganoderma, #1. You might have heard of some of those: maca, aloe vera, hemp seeds. Reishi, number one, over 2,000 medical studies on it. Look at that, 2,000 medical studies. So what does it do? Well, this is Mr. Holton Buggs, who's the chief visionary officer of Organo, and I love the way he explains it. How many of you would swim in that swimming pool on the left-hand side? Most people wouldn't, but how would you clean it? You'd have to put chlorine in it. You wouldn't want to drink chlorine. But this is like our bodies. Our bodies are toxic, whether we like it or not. From the food we eat, from the water we drink, from the air we breathe, it's toxic. Ganoderma is a way of cleaning your system, making your system work the way that it is meant to work. And that is why pharmaceutical companies are looking to make the next blockbuster drug with Ganoderma, or it's also known as reishi or lingxi. So what are we offering people? We're offering people the opportunity to help people get healthy and get wealthy and earn as much or as little income as they want, or maybe just to consume our products. Look, coffee's not a luxury anymore. Look at the stats on there. 2 billion cups are consumed every day. Right now, there is someone going, I need a coffee. They don't need one, they want one, but they will do anything to get it. And that's why millions of people pay large sums of money for coffee. And what about weight management? Well, weight management is an area that I'm pretty well known in, having written books on weight loss. And what we have is an incredible weight loss product. We have a grass-fed whey protein with Ganoderma in it. Ganoderma is amazing for inflammatory conditions, which obesity is. It's amazing for helping to regulate blood sugar levels. And it's real. It's real. We've got some incredible results with people. And here are people with some skin issues. Here are some issues. Someone who's obviously lost weight here. Someone who is having problems with fertility. We are the leading brand of Ganoderma-based products. But before I hand it over to Dan, I really want everyone to understand that we are a personal development company. And that's how I think all companies should be. All companies should be about developing the people in their business to feel better, to be happier. And we are the only company in history that has a strategic partnership with the Think and Grow Rich Foundation. That might mean nothing to you, but if you have read this book and it's had an impact on your life, like it has on so many people, you'd go, I need to join this business. If the Napoleon Hill Foundation are partnering up and aligning themselves with Organo, I need to join this business. So when you talk about being paid, I don't even have my maths GCSE. All I know is my wife and I, we've built this business in the right way, and we've built a successful organization. But I want to bring someone else onto you right now. It's a 25-year-old young man called Dan Jukes, and he's going to explain to you a little bit about how we get paid. So Dan, I've unmuted you, and it's over to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let me see if I can bring up the image of you as well. There we go. Yes. Let me see if I can pin your video. You're on.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you for having me, obviously. And just before I give you information, experience beats information, but I will give the information too. But the reality is that 3 years ago when I finished university, I knew nothing about how to make money, which is, strange because you'd have thought they would teach you that through 22 years of education, but they didn't. And, over the last 3 years, this business has taken me from literally nothing to freedom, which is obviously amazing through the people that I've met, through the skills that I've learned, and obviously through building this business. And I think it's really important that people start looking at money in a completely different way, because as Pete said, the world is changing. And more importantly, look at the way we create income and, accumulate money. And even more importantly than that, how we then teach it. Because, I'm really passionate about millennials and, the younger generation and, generations to come, because they're not going to come across as many job, opportunities where you can get a job in Tesco's on the side of university. I don't believe that that's going to be possible with all the technology coming through. So I believe network marketing is definitely the future. And I'm massively passionate about sharing this with younger people. And I've managed to help a lot of younger people create extra income and other people. But what we'll do is give you the information, because obviously it's important for you to know. But the number one way that we earn money is through retail. And the best thing about this business is, as Pete said, it's attached to people's daily habits, something they do every single day. And there is no limit to how much product you can move. I know some people, Johnny, who lives in Jersey, where the product is not even shipped there. The company do not ship to Jersey, but he's selling. He's actually managed to, quit his job and do this full time just through retailing and sharing this product with people that already drink coffee, but just look for a healthy alternative. And then because of their testimonial, they come back every single month. And you can do that as many ways. You can do mixers, people to people, spas, salons, and most importantly now, well, not most importantly, but as importantly as all of these, is social media. And we've got some new tips and tools to help you build your business online, because we know that that's where so many people are. So, we've got all the resources, and most importantly, we've got a product that people want. And in fact, people do actually need this when they get the health results that they get. So, that's the first way. And we encourage people to become what's called a star achiever, which means that you are leading by example, and you are moving. It's, about 450 to 500 pounds worth of product. And, you keep the commissions. The second way is what's called the dual team, which is so powerful. It's quite difficult to explain in detail, but this is the way that this works. You build, it's called a binary system. You build one team on your left, one team on your right. Every single time someone is introduced to this business, you're paid a commission on their first 2 orders. And this is infinity levels. So if you can imagine, you bring in 10 people one side, 10 people the other, and they do exactly the same. That's a lot of, new business builders. And depending on your level of entry, bronze, silver, gold, which we can come on to in a minute, you're going to be paid 10, 15 or 20%. So if I said to you, do you want to earn 10% or 20%? Or your boss said to you, do you want to earn 10,000 a year or 20,000 a year? You'll probably pick 20,000 a year. So in this business, you can pick your own income. And that's it. As I said, that's infinity, which is so powerful. Down the right, you can see how you can duplicate the system just by bringing in one left, one right, and teaching them to do exactly the same. As I mentioned earlier, teaching, in my opinion, is so important for us and for the next generation. And it's exactly the same in this business for the next generation in your business, for the new business builders. If you can teach them how to duplicate the system, it will work best for everyone. So that's the power of the dual team. The third way, or the fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh is pretty much just by building your business and teaching people to duplicate the system. Number 4 is my personal favorite, which is Unilevel, which is the, in my opinion, the rock solid commission, because it's based on the entire volume throughout your business. And if you're teaching people to, retail product, everybody's making money the first way, and then you can start teaching them how to build a monthly residual income. And, you'll be paid 5% on the entire turnover in the team. The Unilevel matching is based on your top performers. You can earn extra commission. And then number 6, another one of my favorites, is when you start creating other leaders in your business, because a great leader doesn't just become a leader. He then duplicates, teaches other leaders how to become a leader. And then number 7 is another way of earning quarterly income, and you actually get paid a percentage of the entire company turnover when you become what's called a Ruby. The next one is pretty cool as well. I'm not really someone that's into cars, but once you become a Sapphire consultant in this business, the company allows you to drive a black Mercedes and give you a payment towards the car. And how many was that all 7, Pete? Sorry, I know you're in control of the slides.
Yeah, I am in control. Dan, tell us a little bit about why you love the business so much before I take over and finish the presentation. What is it about this, and what was it like being in Vegas as well? Tell us what happened there. And also tell us what you think about the future of Organo, how you see this growing in the various countries that we operate in.
Okay, firstly, obviously, I love Organo. It's all I know, because as I said, I came out of university, but during school, during sixth form, even university, I was never actually taught how to build an income, how to build a business, how to, create the life that I want. I was just taught how to become an employee. And I never wanted to do that, because I was brought up by a single parent, and I watched her go to work every single day, all the hours, making other people money. And we still never had any money, and she never had any time. So I love the fact that Organo exists, and I'm not as crazy as everyone thought, because I really was looking for something where I could create a life on my terms. And, that's what it's helped me to do. I live every day as I want. And the second one was Vegas, which is crazy. I used to hate traveling. I used to hate flying. And since I've been in this business, I've traveled across the world, various countries, and, seeing the stories and meeting people who have came, from, rags to riches. Some people that were literally homeless to millionaire, some people that came from teachers to millionaire, some people that came from all different backgrounds, all different ages, all different circumstances, just all fighting for the same dream, which was powerful. And the future is just exactly the same, but tenfold. I just can't wait to help more people get healthier, earn extra income. And, as I said, my goal is to help so many millennials and young people get out of the habit of just getting a job because a job's a job. And, this play it safe kind of way of life, which in my opinion is dated, and it's just not really the answer anymore. And I love the fact that you can do this on the side of what you do. Some people do this part-time until it's their full-time. Some people can do full-time, it's just entirely up to you. It's life on your terms.
Dan, thank you so much. I've just muted you because I have the power. But you know, as I told you right in the beginning, everyone, I'm a coach, right? So we all have different motives in lives and things that we want to do. You know, don't get me wrong, I love money and I am inspired by money, but I'm inspired more by people. And when you get to help people and be a part of their life, Dan, who's 25 years old and I'm 48 years old, it's just awesome to see when people see where this opportunity is actually going. And not everyone will see it and not everyone will want to consume the products, but that's not how I would look at this. If you're a guest here this evening, I would really take a few moments to ask yourself a few questions. What sort of lifestyle do you want to lead? What sort of a person do you want to become? Do you want to become your own boss? And this to me is one of the biggest questions that any human being can ever ask themselves. You know, why? You know, why would I want to do this? Well, in the famous words of a gentleman called Jim Rohn, who was huge in a network marketing company called Herbalife, that became a $5 billion a year business, he would often ask people why. You know, why not? Why not do this? And you know, and why not do it? And why not you? You know, are you able to share an opportunity with people? Are you able to share a product with someone? And why not now? I don't believe there is any better time on earth than to get involved in a business like this. And where I wanted to finish this off is, if you are someone who is in this business, I would stay really close and really tight to the person who introduced you to it, because we've got some really exciting ways of you being able to share this business using the various Facebook groups that we have. That was the brainchild of Jacob Rakowski. Now, Jacob Rakowski is Dr. Rakowski's son, who was, I think he was 18 when he joined this business. And he now is financially free for the rest of his life. And he's had the foresight to see where this type of industry is going. And it's going to go more and more online, and people being able to share the opportunity, to share testimonials and to share what the business is. And we have so much of that available for you. But what we have more than anything else is just unbelievable leadership. Look, you can get involved in this business at various different levels: bronze, silver, gold. As Dan said, what that gives you is the opportunity just to earn 10%, 15% or 20% commission. I would really encourage you to look at this. You know, what we want as an organization is we want 1% of the world's coffee market, just 1%. And our vision is to be the most admired corporation in the world and to impact the world. And we're just about to impact the amazing country of South Africa that we open there in just a few weeks' time, beginning of October. And if you knew someone in South Africa, you have the opportunity to grow a business there without even going there. Organo is the real deal. I would really encourage you right now, if you are a guest, to look at those 4 questions. If this is not for you, that's fine. No worries. You're not interested in the product or the business. Perfect. Thank you for being here. But you never know. You might know someone who is. Number 2, you want to try these products. You're going, yep, give me the product. I just want to try it. Let me see if what you say is true. Let me do my own research. That's entirely up to you. Contact the person who invited you. Try the product. Fantastic. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love your testimonial. Number 3, you love the product. You want to be healthier and you'd like to find out how you could earn some extra money just in selling the product. And number 4, you love the product and you want to start. In the words of Mr. Richard Branson, if someone offers you an opportunity and it sounds good, just take it and then work out how to do it afterwards. We really appreciate you guys being here. We will be here next Sunday, every Sunday night, doing a business presentation. It's your opportunity to expose new people to what we have. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Next Sunday. Remember, it's simple, it's easy, it's Organo.